Hi, and welcome again to number 5, ESL Tech for your classroom, or Tech for your ESL classroom, whichever way you want to look at it. In today's episode, we're going to look at another tool, this being the 5th in our line of tools that could help ESL teachers. They're all free and web-based, so I hope you'll jump in for the ride. Today's tool is classtools.net. And I had it under a category, or I guess at the end of the other videos I had like a little subheader that was catch-all, and it really is a catch-all. It's got a bunch of little different gadgets, widgets that appear to be made by somebody who is probably a teacher themselves, and it just really has some interesting little things going on. So I wanted to share this kind of obscure resource, although when thinking about catch-all, I thought, wow, man, you can't really beat Google. Google's got so many different tools for education these days, and the big corporations and like Google, other big corporations also have tools like that just blow this mini site out of the water. But still, there's some cool stuff here, and that's kind of why I picked it. I wanted to, root for the underdog, so to speak. And show something that maybe less people have heard about. Everybody's heard of Google, but what about some of these things? Because there's some cool things going on here on this site, classtools.net. It kind of goes in line with some of the other things that I've chosen before. Like in the first video, if you go back, I focused on Acapella TV, which is a site where you can make your own custom animation. You type in the words and then the characters speak. So you can jump back and check that out if you hadn't done so already. And then I also looked at, I think it was video number 2. Oh, I should remember, but I don't remember. In one of the other videos, I looked at this site called Build Your Wild Self. And it's a pretty cool thing that you could use for personal descriptions. It is also free. And let's see, I'm looking this up right now. Yeah, number 3. In video 3, I looked at this. In Acapella TV, I looked at it in number 1. So yeah, this next source, classtools.net, it kind of falls in line with those other two, and it's got this creative buzz, and that's what I love about it, and that's how I would use it in the classroom. I would use some of these tools to get that creative juice flowing. So that's pretty much the why. That's why I chose it. And as I'm demonstrating it, I'll kind of tell you what I would think I would do with it in my ESL classroom. So I think we should go ahead and jump into that. But first, I guess I should tell you, yeah, I told you this already, didn't I? The goal is creativity. We're going to use these tools for creative juices. And then, yeah, I can't talk. This tool is going to be aimed for the students. Probably, I would think older elementary and up for most of these things, because they do require a little bit of thought process. I could see it being used for older students than elementary, like high school or whatever. Even though the look and feel of the site is a little bit unique. I mean, the guy doesn't seem to be the best, no offense to him, doesn't seem to be the best at graphic design, but the tools do work. And so in that vein, he kind of reminds me of myself. It could be a woman, I'm not sure who the designer is, but I tend to do the same with my programming. I make things that work, but they're not the flashiest. So I don't know if that would push kids away or pull them in. I mean, I kind of went on a sidetrack there maybe, but really what I'm thinking is, would the graphic design push some older kids away who have seen really nice graphic design and all these apps that are on their phones and stuff? I'm not sure, but that's definitely a thought. That's maybe a disadvantage of this particular tool, but there are some advantages. So let's go ahead and jump over there, and I'll show you about it. I'm going to put you on pause. Okay, so here we are at www.classtools.net, and I love the layout of their little blog here, how they use the I forget what it's called, but the different tiles. There's a definite name for this style. of blog, and I love how it's perfect for their site because they've got all these little widgets, all kinds of stuff. They've got creative stuff, they've got kind of like things that you would need to use in your classroom, a utility like this thing that would pick a name at random. And you can embed some of this stuff, as you can see down here: edit, save, new, share, embed. You can embed some of these tools into your own class page or blog. So you could like just embed it into your blog and then pop up the blog during class time and use it. It's got these tools to help out with different just tedious little classroom things you need to do. But then it's got a lot of other kind of little ideas going on. You know, like here's the diagram for writing with the burger right there. Boom, that's nice, that's cool. And it's just colorful. But the one that I really want to highlight, well, I'll go into a couple of them. The first, I'm going to look at this game. I mean, I just have to look at this game. So this is an arcade game that man, I'm getting tongue-tied a lot. This is an arcade game generator where you put in some questions and then you can use those questions for any of these games. And what's cool about this site is they've already got the examples. They've got some examples so you can play around with it. They've already got it done. But yeah, you just go down and fill out their information. And thus far, I mean, like I said, the graphic design is not stellar. It's not the best images in the whole world or anything like that, but it works. It gets the job done, and I haven't been confused. Everything that I've read makes sense, and it's worked flawlessly. So I definitely recommend this resource. But for all these things, he's got examples, so you could click on the examples, and oh, it's the same thing. I must have messed that up. Anyway, you click on the examples, and it will take you to a listing of like all these different questions that I assume the developer has used or somebody else has used before. And so let's just look at one. I did pirate lingo, so I'm gonna do it again just because I know what to expect, and maybe I can demo it a little bit better. Lord knows I can't speak right now, so I gotta demo it a little bit better. So yeah, somebody had made these questions for pirate lingo, and you could play any of these games with these set of questions. I'm gonna do the manic miner because that's also the one that I did before, and maybe I'll demonstrate it at least a little better than I would something else. So you click and then the game loads and it tells you how to play. You have to answer 3 questions correctly, get the key, and then jump down the toilet. Sounds like any other game you've played before, right? So you have 5 lives and monsters kill you on contact. Incorrect answers drain your energy. So you go into the game and you use your keyboard to do this, and I've got to answer this question, Poopdeck, and the thing's flying around. I've got to answer it. I'm gonna guess it's the back of the boat. It wasn't the back of the boat. It's not that. It's the highest deck it's going so slow. So I jump. I got one. Stink pot. The stink pot is a jar of foul-smelling things, I'm guessing. I got it. Well, right now you can see the key is unlocked, so I should go get my key. Okay, I got the key. Then the toilet opens. Now, this is as far as I got before because I keep dying after that. And my air is at 62. Oh, I just hit the bat. I died. But you get the idea. This is a little game where you match the word to the flying around things. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just for fun. But it's not my first choice, and it's not the reason I chose this site, but I just wanted to show off one other tool that they had and kind of demonstrate the really great professional style of this programming. I've never ran out of air. I'm curious. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what happens. I just die. Okay. I'm going to put you on pause and show you the other tool that I really, the whole reason I wanted to highlight this site. But like I said, go here and check it out for yourself. There's so many different things. But the one that I really want to show is... Okay, so the one that I really wanted to show, back on the homepage here, is this Fakebook. Oh, what a cool idea. I thought, when I ran across this site, I thought, this is an awesome idea. make a fake Facebook page for a historical figure or, anybody. So if you click on Fakebook, it'll take you to the tool. And like I said, everything works, to my knowledge, works flawlessly. I mean, I'm sure there are some errors here somewhere in the site, but so far I haven't found any. It takes a second to load it up here, and then it runs you right through how to do things like you're just going to create a fake Facebook page. It even gives a video at the bottom that kind of shows them making their own Facebook page. They do John Lennon, and then they put in posts like it's John Lennon's alive, and it's kind of cool. Like you could do this with your ESL students, and you could have them highlight a famous person from their country or from another country, kind of getting the multicultural learning going on as they're learning English. You could have them do their friend, you could have them do their favorite rock group, music group. It's a cool idea. I really like this idea, and I think it kind of speaks for itself. I mean, you just go through and follow the directions, and it looks just like a Facebook page. So if your kids do use Facebook, you got that instant buy-in. I love the idea. I mean, I can't think of anything else to say about it other than that. So I really wanted to share this resource. I'll pause it real quick, and I'll go ahead and make one just so you can see kind of what it looks like. Okay, so I got a little bit of head start here. I got my Kim Yuna profile page going with a jungle picture that's not quite big enough. You'd probably have to work out the sizes of these things. It fits in there and everything. It worked. It did resize the profile pic over here to fit it perfectly. And then you just kind of run through. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It tells you where to click. You click there, and then you type in what you're gonna put, and it runs you through everything. Whoa, it changed the picture of Kim Yuna though. That was weird. It like automatically found this picture of her? How is that? That was really weird. I don't know how it did that. See, it's even smarter than I thought. This thing is awesome. And I don't know when she was born. Maybe I would put like this, even though that's my birthday. And if I click out, edit and add as many lines as you like. Oh, you can put anything you want over there. And down here you can put a post. Maybe the post is from the post is going to be from Henry. I don't know who Henry is, and it's from earlier today. It said, I should have kept that, earlier today. Or you could put another time, I guess. And it says, hey girl, you are an awesome skater. And then it creates like a post just like it would. And you can see, oh, and it gave a picture for Henry just randomly, maybe, I guess. So it's just pretty cool, man. And where do I see this really, really shining as far as the classroom goes? Well, first, like I said, it's totally creative. It's big time creative. And so let me come back to this one. Sorry, I must have changed the order and didn't realize it. It's totally creative, and it promotes that to the fullest. I think you could introduce this idea with just a little bit of instruction, and kids could go wild with it. Or, just show them your example, and then they would totally go wild. And like I said before, if they already use Facebook, then the buy-in will be huge. If they don't use Facebook, then I suppose the buy-in won't be as big, but still I think they could get into it. And I really see it as a project thing. Like, you could turn this into a really cool project if you do a project class. I do a project class, so I'm excited about it. I could use it to as the final project for almost anything. You could tell them to make a Facebook page for a group, for an organization, a person. You could tell them to write a story and then make a Facebook page and link the two together. There's just a ton of stuff you could do with it. So I definitely recommend going and checking out some of those tools. They are free, and so far I haven't found anything that doesn't work the way I would expect it to. So I mean, the craftsmanship is up there, even though it's not polished as far as the aesthetic feel or maybe the newer looking apps are. It still works really, really well. And if the owner's watching this, I hope that they don't take that personally. I'm just kind of being truthful. I also am not the greatest at making things look polished and perfect, but it gets the job done. And so, like, I'm definitely not saying anything negative about it. I'm just kind of admitting one of my feelings about it. So yeah, go check that out. And if you get some time, check out some of our other videos. I'll leave some links at the end of this segment, and then you can jump back if you want. Coming up, I'm gonna do some more videos, I think, over different resources. This was only a 5-video project for a class that I'm taking at Fort Hays State University for my master's degree, but through doing it, I'm kind of excited. I might do my own little series and keep this up, because I'm learning a lot and having fun doing it. And hopefully through this, I'll get to share it with a few people, and they'll use some of this stuff in their classroom. So I hope that I've helped you out. Get some comments going below if you know of a different tool that you'd like to talk about or share. And I hope you have a good day. See you later.